This podcast is a proud member of the UUOP network.
Hello, friends, and welcome to episode 15 of the Taste of Universal podcast. I'm Shelby, and I'll be your host today, and joining me are my co-hosts, Kayla.
Hello.
Kelly.
Hi, friends.
And Tracy.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, ladies. Joining us this week, we also have a very special guest host, Xandra. Welcome, Xandra. Can you please introduce yourself to our listeners?
Hey, everyone. I'm Xandra. I am an Orlando theme park enthusiast. I particularly love Universal Orlando, and I consider it my second home.
Yay.
Woo! I'm really happy to be on the show.
I was nervous when you said, consider it my second. And I was like, second favorite theme park, but second home. Whew.
Oh, God, no. Definitely my first favorite theme park.
Good. That's
So
what I like
fun.
to hear.
How long have you been going, Xandra?
So I grew up in Orlando with the theme parks in my backyard. So I've been going since I was a baby. I even worked there for a few years when I got a little older. And I just moved back to Florida literally 2 days ago. So I plan on being at the parks as much as possible this year to keep up with all of the huge upcoming events, such as Epic Universe. And yeah, I'm just really excited to be back. And I love all things Universal. I'm obsessed.
That's
Do
what I
you
like to
have
hear.
opening day tickets?
Oh, absolutely. I stayed up till like 5 a.m.
Wow.
waiting for those single day tickets to drop. So I'm going to be going opening day and then the next day after as well.
So fun.
I'll be there too.
I'll be there for opening
Maybe
day.
we'll see you.
I will see you there. And I'm really hoping that I will actually get to go along with as a guest to team member previews. My brother is a Universal team member. And if they do family and friends previews, he has already promised he will take me. So fingers crossed that happens in the next couple of weeks.
That would be really cool.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Well, you better know we'll be hitting you up for more inside scoop then.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
If that happens.
Yeah.
I'll be happy to share.
Awesome.
Awesome. Thanks.
Yeah. Thanks for having me on. I'm really excited to be here.
Oh, we're glad you're here.
Yeah. How's everyone else?
Yes.
Good.
Still kicking.
Surviving.
I'm good. I just got back from, it was a work conference that happened to be in Orlando. So I was able to tack on like 28-ish hours at Universal after my conference was over. So crammed in a lot of Mardi Gras. And not happy to be back. It's snowing yet again here.
Wow.
So, the shock to the system of that this time just a couple days ago, I was getting a sunburn sitting outside of Duff Gardens with my best friend. And now I'm trying not to get hypothermia. So, but other than that, I'm good. Spring is on the way. It will come eventually. And I keep telling myself that about 50 times a day. So
It will
It'll
come.
be there before you know it.
It will.
Yeah, I leave tomorrow. I leave tomorrow for Florida for a quick 2 days with a friend that's ever been. And
Oh, wow.
those are some of my favorite trips. I love going with people and showing them all the nerdy stuff that I know.
Yes.
I'm like, things have been not great in my personal life. So
Mm-hmm.
it's funny when this happens that like, I feel like something really big happened last time that I had a kind of random last minute small trip booked. And I'm like, you know what? Universal's always there for me in the good times and the bad. So I cannot wait to ride Velocicoaster and just like scream and laugh and
Yes.
eat food.
yes.
Sounds amazing.
It's its own form of therapy.
It
Yeah, just
is.
make sure you do that in the right order, though, Kayla. You have to ride Velocicoaster before you cram all the Mardi Gras food down your throat.
Yeah.
'Cause,
Yeah, but
I would not advise the other way.
I was going to say, but if you do it the other way, video it 'cause it's great content.
Oh. And that's why we're not a video podcast, people.
Oh my
We
God.
don't vlog.
I do want to get a new wand and try the new wand magic. That's
Yeah.
like the little mini goal. I was listening to UOP talk about 1%ers, and I'm just like, I already have so many wands, and everyone that knows me knows I'm getting a new wand. Like, it has a Patronus.
I
Come
know.
on. Who's not getting a wand?
And there's
Lee,
quests.
apparently.
This is
Come on.
I didn't know it was
Xandra-
happening, or I would have budgeted for this trip to be the trip that I
Mhm.
actually got my first wand, because I don't have one yet, and I'm a terrible Harry Potter fan for it. But
Well, I didn't have one, and then the lovely Sonia Miranda sent me one
I love it.
from Japan. So I've got a Japanese
Oh.
wand,
That's cool.
That's awesome.
and it's absolutely amazing. And I took it out last time, and it just didn't work. It just stayed in the hotel room. It didn't work out that I could take it in. I was comfortable enough taking it in, because I would take it in the box with it being. I think it's a limited edition one as well, so it's.
Yeah.
So I need a more generic one that, it doesn't matter if it
if you
gets a
drop
bit
it
dinged.
and
Yeah.
you nick it, it's not a big deal. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Xandra, are you going to get a new wand?
Yeah, I was looking into those second generation wands, and I'm really interested in getting one of those as soon as I can.
And Kayla, they had a bunch of, I didn't realize this was happening, and Jessica and I were trying to figure out why there were so many Wizarding World team members out and about, standing at all the spells. And so they had extra people out and about to help you with the new spells and to get the new things done and to show you how to use the app to get the quests and
good.
things like that. So yeah,
Okay.
very cool. Xandra, what Hogwarts house are you? Very important question.
I am a Ravenclaw.
Yeah.
Through and through.
yes.
Okay, cool.
Like to
All
hear
right.
it. Yes,
We have a lot to cover.
we do.
Yes.
So let's
Oh, yeah.
crack-a-lackin'. Here's a brief rundown of our menu today. For our appetizer, we will briefly discuss the food news around the resort. Kelly and Xandra will touch on their experience with Mardi Gras 2025 and share some input from our listeners who have attended. For our entree, we will dip our toes into the initial menu reveals for Epic Universe and hear some thoughts from Xandra, who is able to attend a media preview. I'm so jealous. Girl, you don't even know.
Amazing. I can't wait to talk about it.
Yeah, I'm a little shocked that we were nervous you wouldn't be able to talk about it. So really happy that you can. That's awesome. So yeah, she was able to attend a media preview for the Epic Universe menus, and never fear, we have a lot of amazing Epic Universe content in the works for the coming months because they're dropping so much. It's crazy. So we'll be covering it all today. Our rapid fire dessert section will feature a tiny bit of epic hype as well as an opportunity to connect with us. So our appetizer, Shelby.
Yes, I will kick off our new section of the appetizer. Last month, Kelly mentioned that Voodoo Doughnut went through a menu update recently, and since I wasn't here to give that update, so I'm going to give that to you guys now. Basically, what happened was Voodoo revamped their entire menu and got rid of the vegan menu. Now, don't anyone freak out if you haven't heard this news yet, because what I've been literally saying to my husband for as long as Voodoo has existed at Universal in Orlando, why did they have 2 to 3 options of each donut? It was just wild to me. Why was there 2 glazed and you could just have a vegan glaze? So they finally changed the dough, which is very exciting news. They no longer, at least I haven't been in the store again since I got all this information, so I don't think they are labeling. So if anyone is nervous about ordering any of the vegan donuts, you can talk to the manager because they're really knowledgeable there. And just to double check my work and their work. So basically the donuts that are automatically vegan now, and there is no alternative option to them, they're going to be the Voodoo doll, the Texas, which is I think they told me it was the equivalent of 6 glazed donuts. That's the big round glazed one, which I always coveted. I was I want that donut, and I couldn't have it before. So now I'm really happy. The apple fritter, the regular glaze, the chocolate ring, dirt, ODB, the maple bar, Portland cream, raspberry Romeo, mango tango, maple cream, and PB&J. Now, I initially reported, unfortunately, that the Grape Ape, Miami Viceberry, and the Little Pink were also vegan, but I had to go back and ask specifically about the sprinkles. This was kind of a learning experience for the team member that I spoke to because they didn't know about confectioner's glaze. And, honestly, who does unless you're vegan? So basically those 3 donuts are not included if you count the confectioner's glaze in the sprinkles, which is really unfortunate because I ate the Miami Vice Berry and the little pink because I bought them, and that was before I asked about the sprinkles, and they were really good.
No.
So it's
Yeah.
really unfortunate. I also want to mention that the apple fritter, so the apple fritter, there used to be 2 versions of as well. It's all vegan, but the Memphis Mafia fritter, the one that kind of looks like the apple fritter with like stuff on top, it's got like a peanut butter drizzle, I think, and then chocolate chips. The chocolate chips are not vegan, so that one's out for us. And then we also lost all the cake donuts. So we had several cake options before, and now those, I don't know what happened, but they changed the recipe so that dough is not vegan, which is strange, but I don't know. Yeah. I was like, I don't understand. And then so the reason why I was like, the sprinkles are probably fine because they had sprinkles on the sprinkle cake donut before. So anyway, I don't know. As well, so the old fashioned and the devil's food cake are also not vegan. So like, obviously don't order any of those. But yeah, I'm shocked that they made this menu update, but I'm also glad because the vegan donuts, I've heard people say that they're better than the regular ones typically. And the team members even told me that when I was talking to them about the updates, they were like, yeah, we like the vegan ones better.
That's interesting.
So
yeah, my friend said I did a behind the screens tour and we had Voodoo donuts beforehand. And one of my friends that I was with said that he couldn't taste the difference between my vegan Voodoo doll and his, and that mine the only thing that he noticed was that mine tasted fresher than his did.
Oh,
so yeah,
that's awesome.
We shall see. Shelby, can you post this somewhere, either in our socials or link to? I'm sure you have it posted, but if you could link it just for ease of access for people who might need this information.
Definitely can do that.
Great. Thanks.
And Kelly, I was actually going to ask you if you could eat here because like I always tell people if you have an allergy, I don't know if Voodoo is like the best place because I know they do have a lot of cross-contamination, but you're fine eating it.
I'm very careful when I go as far as like looking, like I'm that person that's like stupidly double checking over the counter and things like that. Like I ask and see if I can talk to someone beforehand, but I've eaten there safely multiple times and I've always like double checked to make sure that my donut doesn't look like it's touched anything else or things like that.
Okay.
So yeah.
Well, that's awesome. I'm glad you can eat there.
Yeah. It's not, I like it as a treat, but again, I'm not a big sweets person. So it's a treat because I never get donuts. So that's like one of the few places ever that I can get a donut. But I'm very careful there. If it looks busy or if it looks like they've put things on for a while, they were kind of sharing trays and I wasn't okay with that. But the last several times that I've been, like each donut had its own dedicated tray. And so I just made sure that employees like changed their gloves and things like that before they picked out my donut.
Okay. That's fair. That's awesome. I'm really glad you can eat there.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
All right. Moving on to something savory, Comic Strip Café has reopened after a menu rehaul. And since the entirety of Popeye's Island is closed for refurbishment at the time of this recording, Comic Strip Café currently features some of the most popular dishes from Wimpy's, including the Wellington cheeseburger combo or platter and the chicken fingers combo or platter. Shelby, I saw a note that they have not moved over the vegan option. Is that correct?
No, that's correct.
Yes, just something I've noticed looking over menus recently. In a quick Kelly's Math Corner, that's a new thing. I'm going to try to make it happen. But at many of the quick service restaurants, a combo now refers to a meal plus a single-use Coke Freestyle, whereas before the combo referred to either like an additional side or a milkshake. Like Thunder Falls Terrace, I know was famous for that, as well as other places. So the good news is that the combo will save you a whopping 29 cents over ordering the platter plus a soda. But the bad news is that quick service prices have gone up slightly across the board at both parks, at almost all quick service restaurants since the new year. Like there was even a dish that I got it would have been December when I was down there that it's not much. It's like $1.29 more or $1.50 more, things like that.
It all adds up though.
Yes, it does add up, and it goes with the trend of that the materials themselves, the ingredients themselves are more expensive, and it makes sense for that to happen. But just be aware if you've budgeted based on previous numbers especially for like a big family or a long trip, that things have gone up a little bit across the board, and you can't anticipate like a milkshake coming with your meal anymore.
Did you see, I think it was like Universally Addicted posted earlier, and they were saying like there was a bunch of stuff across the parks that were increasing about $1. Like they posted today, I think, as of this recording.
Okay.
It was like burgers increased $1, things in Harry Potter increased $1, things like that.
Yeah, I think that must be what this round was. I don't know that they've gone up again since I looked earlier this week, but
I mean, like you say, ingredients are going up, so I think that's acceptable. As long as we're not seeing shrinkflation as well, because that's all too apparent over here and driving us crazy.
Yeah.
So,
Shelby, I know you noticed that with when we had lunch together at ToU that your
oh my god
dish was significantly smaller.
Oh,
that's the only time that I've seen the portion size being significantly different. I feel like everything else has stayed the same as far as like the amount of stuff that you get with your food.
I think so too, and I think that I don't want to say that was an isolated incident, but I do know I had people commenting in my group that they've had it either be like really small with like no sauce, and then really large with a lot of sauce, or whatever, vice versa. So I think it's an inconsistency issue with that pasta. I think.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Yeah. We'll get to Mardi Gras. Mardi Gras might be a separate issue. We'll get to Mardi Gras in a little bit as far as inflation goes. But Tracy, you want to jump onto the rest of Comic Strip?
I will do. Comic Strip Café has also revamped their regular menu and removed the ramen options. Boo! They still have quite a varied menu, offering a few pizza options, and in addition, they still have a large Asian section of the menu with crispy vegan dumplings, vegan spring rolls, orange chicken, vegetable and shrimp lo mein, fried rice, and seasoned curly fries. That doesn't sound very Asian. That's not the entire menu offerings, but you get the idea. And as usual, see the app for more details. So yeah.
Tracy, did you like their ramen? Did you have it?
I never got to try it.
Oh,
so I'm quite sad because I heard really great things about it. So
I also heard really good things about it. I always told myself to stop in there and try it. Just kind of always assuming it would be available on the next trip. And I never got the chance. So I guess I'll never know.
Sad times for us. I love that it's like vegan dumplings, vegan spring rolls. This really makes me happy to see. And orange chicken as well. I mean, I know that's not vegan.
I am really excited about the orange chicken. I will be trying that soon.
I do love orange chicken.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice to see that we're getting that new additions are getting more varied again. Because I feel that we went through a little period where things just seem to be quite samey. If that makes
I'd agree with that.
And it sounds like a really fresh menu actually, like fresh mouthfeel and all of that. So I'll be trying that in a few months' time.
Yeah, I'm quiet because I don't know if there's anything on that menu I can have. So
yeah, I don't know, Kayla. I feel like probably not.
I think I could have the curly fries.
I mean, you could probably eat the broccoli and the rice.
So it's cool that they have more options for others, and maybe we'll see. The Szechuan, I can't say the word. I'm sorry, everyone. The Szechuan chicken that had a coating and an Asian sauce was gluten-free at Mardi Gras this year. So they have the availability.
We will get to that chicken. We will talk about that chicken.
Yeah, and just for people that might, I don't know, whatever, that it's not just the coating. Typically, the sauces have soy sauce, and the soy sauce that is used at Universal is not gluten-free, and they have options. So there is a hope that maybe one day, maybe in the Pan Asian restaurant at Epic, we'll see some gluten-free Asian food, which would be awesome. But yeah, sounds cool. Make it gluten-free.
Yeah, Kayla,
Yes.
you can have the jasmine rice and the broccoli.
Mhm.
That's it.
Yeah.
Oh, and the pineapple and watermelon bowls. You can have those too. I'm on now.
Cool.
My turn. Mardi Gras is underway at Universal Orlando and runs through March 30th. Before we get to some listener feedback, Tracy, you were not on last month's preview episode.
No,
Did you
I
have any comments?
Well, I was very surprised when I saw the menus that came out, and I was going, I'd eat that, I'd eat that, I'd eat that. And then it became quicker to go, oh, I wouldn't eat that, and I wouldn't eat that. And it was like 98% of that menu. I was like, holy crap, I'd eat all of that. That's never happened to me before. There's normally things hidden in there that I really don't like. So I was very happy to see that. Very sad that I'm not there. Things that I'm quite sad that I've missed the Szechuan chicken, because I've heard good things. I haven't heard any reports about the hot maple salmon, but that I remember that caught my eye. The dosa, I think that's the thing that I've got big regrets about not getting to try. And of course, king cake, because it's Mardi Gras. You've always got to have king cake. So it just looks like really good food this year, and I hope that you're not going to tell me something that's different to that. So, yeah.
I don't know. They broke my heart. So
Oh, right.
there's only 2 vegan options inside the park.
What?
It's really lame.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
We
even
went from, like,
outside
10.
of that, even outside of that, like, what was it? There was like, oh, you could get popcorn and
Oh yeah.
olives. It's
Okay.
like,
This-
oh my god.
But not inside the park, at the speakeasy, only
Oh.
Thursday through Sunday. Or no. Yeah, Thursday through Saturday. I can't remember now. I think it's Thursday through Saturday. Yeah, it's only on certain days. You have to go to the speakeasy to get them.
That's ridiculous.
Like seriously, those are our other options. I went to Mardi Gras on the second day and I have not been back. I mean, I've been really, really, really busy,
Oh.
but
Yeah.
like if they had the fried green tomato po' boy, bet your ass I would have been over there several times in between moving. So yeah.
I mean, it's just this
Yeah,
thing
I'm
all
not-
over again of, vegan food is edible, people. So just make
Apparently some people
vegan
think it's not.
food. I know. I don't know what they think that vegans actually eat, because if it was
I don't know.
disgusting, you wouldn't be eating it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, sorry, like case in point, we said last time, and I posted on our Instagram the Papa's
Oh yeah, the
and I
Papitas
asked-
Bravas. Yeah.
Pepitas Bravas, yeah.
Papa's brought it, and I asked
Mhm.
I think someone said the po' boy. Like, and again,
Yeah.
we talked about it. It's like that was clearly beloved. Like people really liked it. It was really talked about. So
Yeah, and it
even
wasn't
just
only
bringing
vegan people.
that,
I know.
even just having that, I feel like, like you said, Shelby, like you'd be a little disappointed. Okay, we didn't have as many options as last time, and whatever. But like, it's worth it to come for this.
Mhm. Yeah, that would get me in the park,
Yeah. See, I
even as
don't,
busy as I am.
I don't understand why they can't make a load of vegan options. If you want to add another dish that has meat to it, go for it.
Mm-hmm.
To me,
Agreed.
it's not rocket science. But what do I know?
Yeah, I don't know
So-
anything either.
We'll probably get letters.
Let people
also-
send them.
So many of those options, it's not like I didn't see anybody eating the po' boy or anybody eating the potatoes or anybody
Yeah.
eating
Yeah.
those things. The cucumbers last year, like those things were always had a line. So much so, spoiler alert, that we're about to talk about how the cucumbers from Mardi Gras are going to be featured at Epic Universe.
Yeah.
So I don't know, maybe the po' boy's coming back too, and it's just going to be there instead of at Mardi Gras, even though we haven't seen evidence of that yet. But one can get her hopes up.
I really hope so. Because even as someone who's not vegan, I really liked the po' boy last year, and I was really disappointed to not see it return this year or see anything even similar to it return this year.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cricket a shirt with like giant letters, like "We need vegan po' boy."
Yeah.
I will wear that. I don't really wear vegan shirts anymore, but I would wear that.
Well, we need to start some sort of movement because I want to try this vegan po' boy next year.
It's so good.
Yeah.
That was like the biggest disappointment.
All right, let's talk about non-disappointments.
Yes.
We heard from some friends and listeners. If you happen to be going down to Mardi Gras in the next 3 weeks, I'm going. Here are some recommendations from our friends and listeners. We asked on social media what everyone's favorite dish was so far and got a huge variety of responses. And I'm seeing just in like different vloggers and social media people, it's very, you see some of the same, but like last year you heard a lot about the po' boy. I feel like there's not like that one dish this year, which is a positive. I think it's good to have a number of good stuff. So Caitlin and Hope both love the Puerto Rican pork pinchos. Juliana and Sarah both picked the pandabano. Is that the cheesy bread?
Cheese bread. Yep.
It's not made of
I've been
panda.
hearing. No. I've been hearing good things about it. It's made out of cassava flour. It's gluten-free. It's gluten-free bread. And I'm like, am I really going to buy a little piece of bread? Apparently, yes, because there's a lot of people saying it's good.
It looks
They're like
great.
little buns. They're not, it's not like a piece of bread. It's like little buns.
Still.
Kayla's reaction to that.
It's buns. They're little buns. I don't know. The Colombian
buns.
The Colombian burger is another winner. Mentioned by Meg and Chad, and a surprise standout is the duck crepe, according to Grayson.
Ooh.
Surprise! I thought that duck crepe would have been good. I can't eat it, but I saw Grayson say it was good, and I was like, yeah. I say this, I never even tried duck. I'm being really cocky.
Oh, I love duck.
Butter chicken was called out by Crystal and Jack, and the churro loops were mentioned by both Joni and Joe. Todd doesn't want us to forget the staple of beignets. David loved the Szechuan chicken. Kayla is excited to try it. And Kendra and Drea stand behind the potato dosa, especially the chutney, which Kayla is also excited to try. There's no mention of like the Mexican booth. I saw, Kelly, you were disappointed. I've heard mixed on the Mexican booth. Anyhow.
I mean, the churros are good, so at least there's that.
Yeah. You can't go wrong with a good churro.
Yeah, you can't. And this is the thing about this year's, they were saying that you couldn't modify anything at the beginning. And then our friend ordered them. Like me and my friend Princess tried to order them without the sauce, and they wouldn't give them to us because they kept insisting that the churro loops had dairy and egg in them. And then so we just like lurked around long enough until one of the team members pulled out the bag for it, and then we just looked it up. And they're vegan, but they wouldn't show us the allergen guide or give it to us without the sauce until our friend ordered. They're being really picky this year.
Strange.
I don't get it.
Are they allowed to refuse to show you an allergen guide?
They refuse me all the time. It's infuriating.
Okay.
And this is the thing, the team member wasn't like, I'll be honest with you guys, I know the difference between their actual allergen grid and then the actual allergen sheet for the items, and the team member wasn't even looking at the right thing to tell us there was dairy and egg in it. And I'm like, I know what they're looking at, and it's not right.
Wow.
That was a little frustrating, but hopefully other people have more luck than us.
Yeah.
As someone who worked at a restaurant in Universal for a couple of years, I can vouch for the fact that a lot of people working there have no idea what's going on.
I believe it.
It's sometimes like there were days where we were just all winging it, and management was kind of hard to find, and there's a lot of like miscommunication between different departments as well. So sometimes they would like post stuff on their social media like, hey, we have this new item. People would show up asking for it, and we'd be like, I have no idea what that is. We were never told about that. So
I've had that experience many times.
We talked about that.
But see, that's when I would be like, can you just let me see the allergen guide? Because I know what I'm looking for, and you don't, obviously. Like the team member that's refusing, I've had so many of them. Like, just let me look at it. It's not technically proprietary information. It's not the ingredient. Like, it's the allergen grid. Yeah. It tells me what is safe and what's not. That's all I'm asking for. I'm not like asking for your secret recipe.
Yeah. I don't understand, because if somebody's asking to see an allergen grid, they know what they're looking for. They're not going to put their own life in danger or their kid's life in danger or whoever. My brain's just hurting tonight with some of the things.
Yeah, as a server, I never messed around with allergies. Any information they needed, I would be pulling it from every crevice of the back of house that I could find. I'd be bringing the chef out, the manager out. I wanted to be so safe about allergies. So I wish they would show a little bit more care towards those sort of things.
Yeah.
Thank you for being that kind of server, Xandra.
Yes. I appreciate that very much.
We do.
My pleasure.
Where did you work?
I worked at Lombard's, and then I also picked up rescue shifts all over the park. So I worked in Volcano Bay, Wizarding World, Kid Zone, kind of all over the place. But my home base was Lombard's and Finnegan's occasionally.
Very nice.
Good times. Good times.
Right, so this just goes to show that the wide variety of dishes offered at Mardi Gras means that for the most part, everyone can find something to enjoy. We've been hearing feedback that prices have gone up while portion sizes have gone down, which we were discussing earlier. But that seems par for the course for both Universal and the food and beverage industry these days, which also not just in America, it's everywhere. Xandra and Kelly, right, you've both been to Mardi Gras this year, and come on, tell us, what were some of your favourite dishes?
Sure. So I tried a few things so far. I'm going back this weekend, so I plan on trying a bunch of more stuff. But the first thing I tried was the pastalone fritters from Puerto Rico.
Nice.
This was my favorite item I've tried so far. They were those crispy plantains with the pico de beef inside, and they were served piping hot. The sweet plantain, in contrast to the kind of savory, spicy picadillo, was just beautiful. It was so yummy. And the mayo ketchup sauce that it's served with is very simple, but it completes the dish. So I was really happy with that. I can't wait to go back and get it again. I also tried the spicy Szechuan chicken bites from China that I know everyone has different opinions about. I thought it was really hot for theme park food. I love spicy food. Not a lot scares me off. So listening to all of the YouTubers and bloggers talking about how spicy it was, I thought maybe they were just being dramatic. But no, it really had a pretty crazy heat to it, at least for me, that was building every time I finished a bite. And I was sweating by the end of it. I really liked it, though. I think the chicken could have been a little softer, a little more tender. It was kind of chewy. But the rice it came with was actually very good. The only item I really didn't like that I tried was the Bananas Foster Fizz from the Coca-Cola Market Square. This, I was expecting sort of a banana cream soda type of vibe, and it just really tasted like straight rum. I wasn't getting a lot of banana from it, and I just didn't enjoy it at all. Maybe someone who likes a really strong rum beverage would enjoy this. But I actually wasn't able to finish it. But I'm not a big liquor drinker anymore. I typically stick with beers and wines. So that may have been why. And then the last thing I tried was the baked Cajun mac and cheese from Bites of the Bayou. I really liked this. I usually don't care too much for Cajun pastas, but everyone was raving about this one, so I figured I had to give it a try. It came out really fresh, and it was very creamy and rich, and it had kind of a nice kick from the Cajun spices. So this is something I probably would recommend. And I'm really excited to try that orange duck crepe when I go back next time. And a king cake.
Absolutely.
Nice.
I haven't heard anything about that. The Cajun mac and cheese. I think you're the first person. But maybe I also just ignore it because I know I can't eat it. So maybe people are talking about it, but I'm mac and cheese, not gluten-free, and I just ignore. But that's interesting to hear.
Yeah, I know a lot of people were excited to try it when they were first posting the menus. I saw a lot of people posting on Instagram or whatever that this was one of the things they were looking forward to. I think everyone always gets excited about mac and cheese in general, and I think it lived up to the hype.
Cool. And I have really high spice tolerance, so challenge accepted on this chef's chicken. I want to see if it's spicy to me.
That sounds like you should be videoing that for Instagram for us.
I'll do it.
Okay.
Kelly did it, right? Yeah.
I deleted the video of me eating that, but I posted a like live.
Kelly.
I know. It was just it was not.
I'll embarrass myself. I don't care if I'm dripping in sweat and crying. I'll show everyone how hot this chicken is.
Yeah, it was less that I was embarrassed and more so that I just like couldn't crunch through the chicken and talk at the same time, and then I flubbed my words and then was like, and it was super windy and so you couldn't hear it very well either. It was not a like I'm ashamed of this and therefore not going to post it. It was like, this is not good content.
Okay.
But I will start with the chicken. The chicken was my favorite thing that I ate, even though it was different spice than the spicy death noodles last year from the China booth. But yeah, with it being that Sichuan peppercorn, like it also like numbed my tongue a little bit. Like it made my tongue feel oh gosh, what's that called? I can't recall that word right now. Like it wasn't just numb, but it felt like fizzy almost. I don't know how to describe it.
It's famous for that, for the numbing effect, isn't it? Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, tingling. Thank you. Whoever just said tingly. And the spice definitely built. Like I think I posted on our Instagram that bite one, the spice I would have given like a 4 out of 10, and by the last bite I would have given it like an 8 or 9 out of 10. And I also have a fairly high spice tolerance, but I just loved both like the flavor and the texture of the chicken. Xandra, I know you said yours was pretty chewy. Most of mine was really, really tender. I think it's arrowroot starch, Kayla, that it's coated in, because there's a like buffalo chicken recipe that I make. That's what the crispiness. So it's a super light coating on the chicken. And then I agree, Xandra, that the plain rice that goes with it really helped cool it down a little bit. But it got to the point where it was burning so bad that the only cure was to eat another bite. So I'm just like shoveling it into my mouth with my chopsticks and eventually my fork. But that was fantastic. I did not try the salmon because I didn't want to spend $15 on something that was kind of like maybe not. I like salmon, but I'd rather be like sitting in my apartment and cooking it fresh than walking around a theme park eating a salmon and ancient grains salad. There were just other things that I wanted to try, and I knew my time was limited. Again, I was there with my best friend. We both tried the chicken empanadas and loved them. That's the one I got the most. The curry wurst and fries was not. I was a little disappointed because that was my favorite dish last year. But also this kind of goes to show, again, of the like, yes, it's festival food, so I can expect to get a different, like, there is going to be some variation in the quality or preparation of things, whether they come out super fresh or they were cooked too long or not quite long enough sort of thing. The bratwurst in my currywurst was not, it was just like kind of mushy. I don't know how to not say that in a gross way, but like the skin was not crispy at all, which is what it's like straight up in the description. But the flavor was good. I liked the red beans and rice, but with any bite that I got that was just beans and rice was really salty and peppery. Shelby, I don't know if you had that experience too, but any bite I got with the sausage was like very well balanced and yummy.
The sausage on mine was like really overdone. Like it was fine.
Okay.
It was like really crispy. Like what you're describing, that other dish should have been is probably what my sausage was. Yeah. But no, it wasn't overly salty. Thankfully, it was edible because I did not like the dosa. But I also realized I was coming off being sick, and that probably contributed.
I also did not like the dosa, and I think part of that is because it was not what I was expecting.
Yeah.
I was very much expecting like a rolled out samosa, like with, instead of it being like deep fried with the curried potatoes and peppers and veggies inside, I was expecting that. I also didn't know that dosa like contains fermented ingredients. So I was not expecting like the bread, the coating itself to have that like sour punch to it.
Yeah.
But I liked the chutney that it came with. So I would have given that one a second chance maybe, but there were so many other things that I loved that it just was not near the top of my list. But yeah, the Szechuan chicken, that empanadas. Oh, and the I also agree that the pinchos, the pork skewers, were fantastic. And that gets me really excited for Epic Universe, which we'll get to in just a minute, of their like kebab restaurant, because at Horror Nights, one of my favorite foods was the chicken pinchos, and now it Mardi Gras, one of my favorite foods is the pork pinchos. So they have proven now that they can cook really good skewered meats, and they basically have a whole restaurant devoted to that at Epic Universe, and I'm stoked.
Good. That sounds good.
Yeah, I definitely want to go back and get the Szechuan chicken again, because I'm hearing from others that it is more tender, like you said. So
Yeah.
I would love to try that again, because I kind of want that challenge with the spice one more time, just with better pieces of chicken.
Yeah, there were a couple pieces, because they are different sized, and obviously that there were a couple pieces that were a little crunchier than others, but I think it also depended on how thick the coating was. But I loved the flavor of that, so definitely a try. And Kayla, maybe you can be as bold as to live stream your reaction to those.
I liked how it was kind of a unique type of heat.
Yeah.
It wasn't like that really localized heat. It was very like buildable, and like you said, my tongue was like going numb, and I thought maybe at first I was having a sort of reaction to it because I eat a lot of spicy food and I don't usually get that numb, tingly feeling. But then I just realized that was the type of spice it was, and I would love to experience that again.
My irrational fear, because I've heard mixed on the actual chicken itself and the crispiness, which I do think potentially could be because it's gluten-free. And if they've never made a gluten-free fried chicken, which I don't think they ever have, they have fried gluten-free chicken at Dockside and Surfside. I don't think it's ever been, even in like City Walk or at the park, that it's new. You know, it's a newer thing. It's a newer type of breading. So it's not that it's not doable. It just might take more practice and just more learning for the chefs. My irrational fear is that someone's going to notice that it's gluten-free and they're going to be like, that's why this chicken tastes bad. And then I'm never going to get gluten-free fried chicken ever again. Like I've been waiting to like find the post that's like, the Szechuan chicken is bad because of gluten-free. And like, no. So it's not that, everyone. It's not that. I've had very good gluten-free fried chicken.
It has to be like flash fried too. And that's one note before we move on. I think stuff is, if it's a good thing if the booths aren't super, super popular, because you don't have to wait in line, but also you have no idea how long that food has been sitting under a heat lamp, which has been an issue, I think, with the Cajun mac and cheese. So my friend Jessica got it and said that it was like fine, but that the top was kind of crunchy because it had been sitting under the heat lamp for a while. So I think that's contributing to people's different experiences, which again, that comes with festival food. That comes no matter where you are. That's not specific to a theme park. If you're eating food that is pre-made for a large group of people, if it sits under the heat lamp, it's going to be not as good as if it was fresh. So just be aware of that. If you're looking for something and it looks like it's been sitting out for a while, maybe come back a couple hours later.
Good note.
Yeah.
Now I wish they'd bring back the jerk jackfruit from 2020, I guess 2020, no, 2021.
Yeah, I think
Whatever the COVID, official, the one that, it's not the one that got canceled. It's 2021. Because I would love for you guys to try that. It was really hot. Because Princess and Bear ate both the jerk jackfruit and the jerk chicken. And he's like, the jerk jackfruit is like 10 times hotter than the chicken, because it just absorbed the spice so much.
That was crazy. That was one of the spiciest things they had, was that jerk jackfruit. And then they also had, I think the same year they had, or was it? I think it was. They had this like Nashville hot chicken sandwich, I think. And that was also really spicy. As far as theme park food goes, I think people are usually expecting theme park food to be on the tamer side.
Yeah, usually pretty mild.
They really go for it sometimes.
Sometimes.
Well, it's not Disney.
Hey, so far, the spiciest food I've ever had was at Disney. It was they were called like extremely spicy but still delicious wings. And
They didn't lie.
I have funny photos of me sweating. Yeah, like my face turned red. I was sweating. People at the restaurant were like laughing at me.
Wow.
I do this often, apparently. Yeah, they were, I would say they were not delicious. It was just spice. There was like not really flavor. So
it was just pit
I
instead.
did not like that. That
sounds terrible.
Far. Yeah.
Yeah. No, this is definitely, you get the spice. The spice makes the flavor better. The flavor's there, the texture's there, and I wish I had some right now, except probably, again, not good podcasting material.
All right, I'm excited.
Yay.
Okay, it's time to move on to our entree. Exactly 100 days before the opening of Epic Universe, we got a pretty substantial food preview from Universal about some of the incredibly themed food offerings that will be available throughout the 5 portals of their newest theme park. Please note that this is just a selection of the dining options and menu items available across the Epic Universe. The park will feature over 100 new menu items across 30 dining locations, ensuring a wide variety of culinary experiences for all guests. In addition to the official press release from Universal, we have additional information from members of the media and content creators who were able to attend special tasting previews, including our guest host, Xandra. Before we jump into the specific menu items, can you describe your experience being able to preview the Epic food?
Sure. So this was the first media event that I had ever been invited to on my own behalf. I've experienced media events with other companies that I've worked for, but never one directly sent to me. So that was really exciting. I received an email with instructions and to RSVP and where to go and everything on the day of. So I checked in over by the Firehouse Facade in New York City, the New York area of the park near Rip Ride Rocket.
Mm-hmm.
And they kind of brought us into this big sound stage. They took our phones and any recording devices, which they did tell us about in the email, and kind of gave us a little spiel about it being top secret for now, but tomorrow we'd be able to talk all about it. And they would provide photo and video assets for us. So we weren't allowed to take any of our own images, but they did put our phones and belongings in Ziploc bags and then kind of let us go around into the soundstage. And it was a really cool setup that they had inside. It opened up into this big area where they had these big tables set around the perimeter of the soundstage. There was a stage in the middle with a big screen behind it with kind of galactic, celestial animations on it. And each table represented a different land or restaurant of the park. So they had one for each portal, and it was very like elaborately decorated with props and things from those different lands. And there was a dedicated table for the Atlantic restaurant and for Blue Dragon. And there was some great concept art that they had behind each of the lands that I think hasn't been shared with the public, or at least hadn't been at that point, to give you kind of a glimpse into further detail what those areas and restaurants will look like. And then they basically had us go around and at our own free will try dishes and drinks from the different lands and the different restaurants. They had chefs and culinary directors at each booth that could talk to us one-on-one about what we were trying and their process and inspiration behind it, which I thought was really cool and very personal.
So cool. Wow.
We got to speak to like the beverage directors, and it was very casual conversation too. It wasn't like they were rehearsing some sort of spiel for us. They were answering our questions directly, and you could tell they were just brimming with excitement for our reactions, and they were so passionate about what they were talking about. They did have a speaker go on stage and give us a little rundown of everything and why they were hosting this preview for us. So overall, it was an incredibly exciting opportunity. I think every creator there was just over the moon to get the invite in the first place, and to be among the first people to try the food was just a really special thing. So I know now walking around that park, I will be like, hey, I was one of the first people to try this dish or that dish from this restaurant. So very special. Cool. And I just have my fingers crossed that this won't be the last time they do this.
That's so cool.
That, like,
I'm
makes
like
me-
nerding out so
it
much.
makes me
That's
tear.
so awesome.
It makes me teary. Like, I don't know. Like food and Universal, like it's a little deeper, at least for me. I know for others as well. And like, I think I would have potentially like cried talking to some of these
Mhm.
creative chefs and getting to, hear their vision. And I mean, I'm so glad you explained all that, Xandra, because if I feel like I would have expected it to be a little bit more corporate, but it seems like it was really more about like actually caring about the people behind it and their vision, which
Right.
I think is cool.
Yeah, I got this vibe from it that I wasn't really sure what to expect because the email describing the event was very vague. And me and a few other creators had been discussing all week, like, what do we think this is going to be? Where is it going to be? They didn't give us the location until like the day before or something.
Wow.
And it all felt very secretive. So we really weren't sure what to expect. But I was kind of thinking this would almost maybe be a sort of, I'm not really sure, like you said, very orchestrated, very corporate feeling thing, maybe with assigned seats. And like, I just didn't expect it to be so personal, like I said. And to come face to face with all of the directors and creators of these menus was just really exciting because you could like feel the energy coming off of them, that they were so excited and really passionate about what they were doing. So they're very proud to present their dishes to us, and you could see them walking around asking everyone like, what do you think? How is it? How would you describe this? They were noting some feedback from us, which also felt really fun because maybe some of the feedback we had will help further shape these menus. I know there was one item I tried, which I'll get to when we arrive there, but there was one item I tried that we all kind of gave our feedback on the name of it being a little confusing, and they thought, oh, you know what, write that down. We're going to go back and maybe change the name on the menu. So it was really cool to think maybe our experience there directly impacted the future of the park and of the food scene. So 10 out of 10 would do a media preview again.
Awesome.
Oh, that's so cool. And just how rewarding that must be for these chefs and team members to be able to like finally get their things in the hands and the mouths for lack of a better term, of people just knowing, like when I cook for people, I'm that person who's like, how is it? Do you like it? Do you like it? What can I change? What can I make better? Like, isn't it great? Is it too salty? You know, that I love to cook for people as a love language. And I wish that could be my career, but it's not. And so just thinking about how cool that must, like, as cool as it was for you guys, for them to also be able to be like, look what I made, look what we're going to have, look at this thing that I've put thought and time and care and attention into. That sounds so cool.
Yeah, it was very mutually rewarding experience for sure. Like you could tell they were kind of what you just described. Like, do you like it? What do you think? Tell me your thoughts. Isn't it great? Like they were so involved. So, and they've worked on these recipes for years. And this was probably the first public showcasing of a lot of these items. So yeah, they definitely were happy to share their work, and they just kept saying, wait till you try the rest of it. Once you get in the park, you're going to love it. If you think this is great, you haven't seen anything yet.
Without giving anything away, because obviously we're going to discuss the food shortly. Without giving anything away, is there anything that you tried that you cannot wait to get into the parks to eat again?
Yes, and that would be, no surprise, the butterbeer crepe. I wanted to pick something more unique because I think this was just everyone's favorite that everyone was raving about. But no, I mean, it really does take first place. That first bite was heavenly, and I will be making a beeline for wherever they sell that at once I get it back in there.
I was so worried that just because butterbeer is so popular, butterbeer crepe sounds amazing, that they could take an easy approach at it because they know it's going to get ordered. And I did, like, in my heart of hearts, I didn't think so, but like a little piece of me was like, this might not be, like, if I hear this is like just okay, I'll be sad. So that makes my life, that hearing that it was your favorite and that was you heard that from others as well, that it wasn't, they really took time on it.
Yeah, and it's more of a complex dish than it sounds, I would say. I mean, you can read the ingredient list, but it tasted like there's a good variety of like textures and flavors in there. Obviously, all sweet and butterbeer-esque, but they were. It's just a great dish overall.
Oh my god, I'm so excited. Okay,
right,
let's move on.
Yep.
So as I mentioned before, we will have a lot of content because again, there's so much content of Epic Universe coming your way in the next few months, as well as the Terra Luna and Helios hotels. Today's episodes will mostly focus on the main press release that Universal shared last month. After that initial release, several full menus were added to the Epic Universe website and were almost immediately taken down, indicating to us that they weren't quite ready for us to have all the knowledge yet. So let's dig into things we have the most information on. Just to note, these might change. We did add, unless someone edited them out, we did add from some other news sources that seemed like if you research this at all, there were different foods on different articles, and they were all reputable sources. So just take all this with a grain of salt. We tried to collect this. We collected all the information for you, so you don't have to Google anymore and try to wrap your head around it because there's a lot of information. But just know we are expecting this to change, whether that be that something is taken completely off or maybe it's slightly adjusted. So, it might just a little bit change. Let's start in Celestial Park.
Yes, we are going to go into the Blue Dragon Pan-Asian restaurant, which I'm very excited about. There you will find tonkotsu ramen, which is ramen noodles in pork broth topped with chashu pork, tare egg, shiitake mushrooms, and togarashi oil. Double fried Korean wings, even not rings, which are crispy wings with a spicy glaze. There are beef xian noodles. That's quite difficult to say, actually. Beef xian noodles, hand-pulled noodles with seasoned beef and vegetables, a passion fruit mooncake, which is sweet pastry filled with passion fruit flavoured filling. I love mooncakes. And I did have to look up how to pronounce this one. Khao-san boba, which is Thai-inspired milk tea with coffee boba and a frothy coffee foam. Try saying that after a few beverages.
Yeah.
And it's also smashed cucumbers, which is the vegan option from 2024 Mardi Gras that we mentioned earlier. That sounds like a really good selection from there. And then we have the Atlantic, which is an underwater-themed sit-down seafood stroke steakhouse restaurant, which is encased in glass, which sounds like it could get very warm, actually, if I think about that. They have sea bass, which is freshly prepared sea bass with a citrus glaze. The Landlubber's snickerdoodle cake in a beach pail with cookie butter ganache, Biscoff sand, and gummy sharks. Oh,
it's so cute. It's so cute.
My inner child is clapping its hands. And then they have the Grand Atlantic Martini, which is dry gin, aperitif wine, and a lemon twist garnish. Yes.
Xandra, do you have any of that?
Yeah. So actually, I tried 2 things from Blue Dragon and just 1 thing from Atlantic, and 2 out of 3 of those things are not on the press release, but I can talk about them.
Okay.
So would you like me to talk about those now?
Yes, please.
Excellent. So I will start with the thing that is on here. We tried the smashed cucumbers from the Blue Dragon. Not a ton to report on there because, like you said, they were at Mardi Gras last year. So these aren't brand new, but it is exciting that it made its way over to Blue Dragon. I did not try them last year at Mardi Gras, but I heard good things. And I will say the one I tried at the event was not too hard on the spice. So even if you're not a spicy food person, you can still enjoy this. I found it to be a very refreshing option, very light and tasty. And then one of the things I tried that is not on the press release was the Golden Dragon, which is a mocktail from the Blue Dragon restaurant. Cool. This is a non-alcoholic beverage that has turmeric, ginger, coconut, pina colada, and pineapple juice.
Oh.
This one was really popular. Everyone loved it. I personally do drink alcohol, but I was with a few people who do not drink alcohol, and they said that they love that this was an option because the burn from the spice in the drink actually kind of mimicked the burn of alcohol a little bit. So if you're looking for a great non-alcoholic beverage that does have some complexity to it, this was a great one. And I think it's wonderful that they are dedicating non-alcoholic drinks to the menu.
Yeah.
That aren't just like flavored sodas or just random juices thrown together. And they're also not just non-alcoholic versions of the cocktails that they already do have. Yeah. These, the beverage director spoke to us and told us that these mocktails are, they don't have alcoholic options. They are one of a kind, created specifically like for people who want to enjoy a drink without alcohol. So I think that's really cool and great that they're doing that. And it was delicious. This will definitely be a great drink to have on a hot summer day. And moving on from that, I also tried, from Atlantic, I tried something called the King Oyster Mushroom Ceviche. King Oyster Mushroom Ceviche. This had cilantro, lime, tomato, and oyster mushrooms, and then a spice called jicama. I think it's a Mexican root.
Oh,
and
jicama.
Mushrooms. Jicama. Am I pronouncing it wrong? Jicama. There we go. Jicama. We had to look up what that was because we weren't sure.
It's like a crunchy, like a really crunchy vegetable with like very little flavor, right? Like it's like watery, I think.
Yeah. It's vegetable. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I had come across that in a dish before, so I wasn't super familiar with it. I will say out of all of the items I tried at this media event, this was probably my least favorite, but that is because I don't really like mushrooms that much.
Yeah.
And this is the one that I mentioned before that everyone thought there was oysters in this. We thought it was an oyster ceviche because the mushrooms look like oyster. And we just assumed it was like oyster mushroom ceviche, but it's actually, there's no oyster in it. It's vegan, I think, vegetarian or vegan.
Yeah.
And
I've seen a picture of this somewhere. So it must be somewhere.
It is.
Sorry, it wasn't on the press release. And I think I've heard people talk about it, Xandra, and I've heard this. And I knew that oyster mushroom is a type of mushroom. So I knew it was a vegan ceviche. But a lot of people are confused. You're right.
Yeah.
Good thing to note to them.
I was confused because I am pretty familiar with oysters. And when I took a bite of it, I was like, wow, I am not getting oyster from this at all. And I don't really like it. But I did see a few people there who were obsessed with it because they love mushrooms and they just kept going back for more. So this will definitely appeal to plenty of people. I'm just not one of them. And again, that's a very light appetizer and something that you would just never expect to find in a theme park. And I think that Atlantic restaurant is going to really blow people away with its menu. Very, very fine dining for the middle of a theme park. And yep, those are the 3 items I tried from Celestial Bark.
It looks like it's going to be stunning and just have really unique views of like being sat on the water. Like your table looking out, you'll be like level with the water.
Yeah.
I am curious what the prices are going to be, but we'll see.
Not long now.
Yeah, I'm really excited to get inside of those 2 restaurants. Universal Creative released a little video about the interior of Atlantic and some of the art installations and things in there. And it just looks so beautiful. And then the concept art for Blue Dragon is stunning as well. So I think the atmospheres are going to be really strong in those restaurants.
Yeah, I agree.
That's awesome.
I did want to mention that Universal used to have a vegan ceviche at Lombard's a few years ago. It wasn't oyster mushrooms, but I just think it's really interesting that some of these are similar to things we've seen before. Like they're not I think the smashed cucumbers are the same, but like the ceviche is different. It's just really interesting to me to see these. But I am happy about this next part I'm going to mention, which is Pizza Moon, because they serve they're going to serve a variety of unique pizzas. including the Harvest Moon Pizza, which is topped with tomato sauce, grilled artichoke hearts, Davina tomatoes, roasted peppers. Oh, God. And Kat, how do you say those olives? I've never seen that word before.
I would say Castelvetrano, I would say.
Oh, my God. All right.
It's Castelvetrano is the American one. Yes, okay. It's a little less refined than what Tracy just said.
Ow. That's fine. Olives and arugula. And that is a vegan option that they did release. And I'm really excited to finally have vegan pizza.
That sounds good.
Finally. Yeah.
It looks delicious too. It's got that like bubbly crust. Oh, yum. Yum.
I think that I'm making a beeline for that opening day. Not going anywhere else. I can get there. And then Celestiki, a tiki bar offering mixed and frozen cocktails such as the Waturi Punch, a blend of rum, bitters, and fruit juices.
Related to Volcano Bay?
Right? Like it's giving Volcano Bay vibes.
Did the Waturi people find this universe as well?
Right?
There has to be crossover.
There has to be a story.
They made up that word, so it has to be.
It's probably like copyrighted by Universal or something.
Yeah.
First day, I'll find someone and be like, all right, so why is this Waturi? And I'll get the story. And I'll be like, thanks for asking. We were waiting for someone to notice, like first day.
That will be the taste of Universal, like beep, 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 breaking news. We now have the information. That would be what we break the news on. Not all the other 50,000 things to look at, but where the word Waturi ties in.
Love it. We're all about the details here.
Yes. Back to Bar Zenith.
Bar Zenith. This bar features cosmic themed cocktails, including the Meteor Strike, made with light rum, triple sec, lime, and pineapple juices, topped with lemon lime soda and edible gold glitter, and garnished with a flaming sugar cube. That sounds cool.
It really does.
I'll order stuff just because of the flaming sugar cube. Like, I don't need to like any of the things inside, but like light it on fire, kills ordering it.
That's hilarious. That's like me with sauce. Like if you put a sauce on it, I will eat it. As long as it's vegan, of course. Like that's implied. But like, give us what we want, people. And then finally we have Comet Dogs, a quick service stand offering specialty hot dogs like the bulgogi dog. I should have said bulgogi dog instead of trying to separate those two words. The Al Pastor dog and smoky carrot dog. Oh, shoot. That's awesome. I didn't know about that. That's got to be vegan, right? Like carrot dog. For real.
That's
no one else is going to eat that.
Yes. That is a thing on social media right now, and TikTok is the carrot dog.
But, okay. Y'all are like 10 years too late on that first.
Right.
Vegan's been doing that a minute. Also, can I just get a regular vegan hot dog? Seriously, Universal. I'm sorry. I love like the plant-centric dishes that are like non-vegan meat related, but like I want a hot dog.
Yes.
That's not fair. I don't want to eat a carrot in a bun. I did that before we had vegan hot dogs.
You need the texture. And it's
like, why? I mean, I'll still eat it, but like I'll be one of the only people eating it is my point. Like I think other people would be more interested if it was a vegan hot dog, people who are who will venture to order a vegan option would order that. That's weird. I did not seen that before anyway.
Before we move on to Wizarding World, the Oak and Star Tavern did not make it onto this for our document for Celestial Park, but I'm going to take a hot second to talk about it because I am so freaking excited that we finally have barbecue, like real barbecue in a Universal Park. It's one of my favorite food groups. Very easy to make dairy free. I love barbecue. They have things like a 2-meat platter, a slow smoked brisket, a grilled peach arugula salad, a platter with mango bread and pickles, a banana pudding for dessert. And then my favorite thing from the press release was the drink called the Plastered Owl.
Yes.
Which just made me giggle And that's rye whiskey, simple syrup, cherry syrup, lemon juice, lemon wedges, and muddled cherries. And so like old-fashioned-y kind of drink. But just wanted to throw that in there because I am so stoked to have good barbecue in Universal. Disney's been doing it for a while and they do it well. And it's the one food group that I have not found at Universal yet. And I am excited.
Same.
The pictures looked awesome of that barbecue.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Xandra, did you eat any of the, or have a drink of any of the mentioned Pizza Moon to Comet Dogs?
Unfortunately not. They didn't have any of these represented at the media event. However, I do know somebody who just recently went to Pizza Moon on their team member preview and had great things to say about it. They said the inside of the restaurant was also very cool looking. So I look forward to that.
Cool.
Nice.
The only addition that was missed, and sorry, it's not Shelby that missed it. We all contributed to these notes. There's the ube pizza at Pizza Moon that has like a purple crust, and it's made from the purple yam ube, and I think that sounds really interesting.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
I didn't even know about that either.
Very cool.
I'm like, it might be gluten-free, probably not. It's like the potentially only hope one that could be, well, I guess if they make a gluten-free crust, but I'm going that they're probably not. But maybe that ube is. Let's see. And let's go to Harry Potter land.
Pardon?
Oh, yeah. I noticed that you guys gave me the hardest ones to pronounce. Don't think I did.
What's funny is it was with me, but I changed it because I did go to Hollywood and I've eaten some of the Mario, so I switched it. So, but maybe I switched it to make you look foolish. Haha.
Sorry, I'll give it a whirl. So we're starting with the Café L'air de la Sirène. I think that means Lair of the Mermaid or Siren in French. That is a quick service restaurant themed to French magical creatures. So that sounds really fun. And they're going to have the amazing butterbeer crepe, which is the crepe filled with shortbread, cookie butter, Bavarian cream, strawberries, and topped with butterbeer drizzle and a shortbread cookie. I will say that the cream on it tasted just like the foam that they put on top of the butterbeer. If you get like a cold butterbeer, and that was just heavenly. I mean, it was so good. And the shortbread cookie is really cute. It has the word butterbeer printed on it in French. Just great little detail. Super cute dish, and it's going to be a fan favorite. People already go nuts for butterbeer and for crepes, so I think everyone's just going to love this item. And then next we have the baguette de tonde, which is sliced cracked black pepper turkey with arugula, crisp apples, creamy brie, zesty mustard butter, and apple butter on a warm baguette. Sounds good. And then we have the quiche Lorraine, egg custard baked in a flaky pie crust with crispy bacon, Gruyere cheese, Gruyere, caramelized onions, and Mornay sauce served with fresh berries drizzled with lavender honey. Ooh, I'm really intrigued by this. I love anything with lavender, and I like a good quiche.
That's a pretty standard British dish, quiche Lorraine. It's ham and egg quiche.
I love quiche. I think when I went over to the UK, that was one of the things I just kept ordering every time I had breakfast.
I love it.
So good. And then the salad niçoise, a classic French salad with tuna, olives, green beans, and hard-boiled eggs. And then here we go, dirigible, plum juice mocktail.
Just dirigible.
Dirigible? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Dirigible. I've never seen that word before.
It's an airship.
That's from the books, the Harry Potter books. That's not a French word.
It's not from the Harry Potter books. Dirigibles are ancient.
They are?
Oh, no kidding.
I assumed that Luna made that up.
Hang on.
Yeah, me too.
No.
I
straight up assumed that Luna Lovegood made it, or her father made up.
I am taking you to school in Port of Entry. You can rent a dirigible.
A dirigible.
Oh,
It's an airship.
Okay, that's
Yes.
dirigible.
Yes.
Yes, the flying machine. Okay.
Yes.
Now I know. But I associate. Okay. Never mind.
Flying plums. Oh, that sounded terrible. Anyway.
Okay.
I'm glad I wasn't the only one who who had no idea that was a real thing. Well, it's a mocktail. It's a peach and plum flavored non-alcoholic beverage. That sounds really good. Very unique.
Sounds good.
I'm excited for that one too. I like a good mocktail that's legit. Like you were
Yes.
saying, Xandra. Like, I don't want just some regular fruit juice mixed up. Like, that's not a mocktail, guys. That one sounds interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, plum flavored. I feel like you don't see a lot of plum flavoring in
No.
any
No,
of the drinks.
definitely not.
Definitely not.
Kind of unique. So look forward to that.
I hope
And then
it
we
looks
have Le Goblet Noir Fast Casual. That's going to have the Alchemist platter, which is smoked sausage, potato, and cheese pierogies, my bad. Pickled eggs, marinated beets, caramelized onions, and a warm pretzel with German mustard and cheese fondue.
Drooling.
That sounds like a lot of food too. Maybe something that's shareable.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have the lentil stew, which is vegetarian. That is vegan. A hearty vegan stew with lentils, vegan bacon, root vegetables, and artisan bread. Yummy.
I love
Yes.
a good stew.
Yes, I was just about to say lentil stew is one of my favorite comfort foods.
Yeah, I was
and
going to say
so
ultimate comfort
I-
food.
I'm stoked for this one.
Yeah.
Lentil stew is great.
Yeah.
I'm so glad they're introducing that to
Same.
the theme parks.
And the fact it says artisan bread really makes my heart sing because that means it's going to be a chunk, which it should
Yeah,
be.
I'm there for the bread, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I don't really like lentils, but I will still eat it. There's bread. Give me bread, I will eat it.
Yeah. Bread and a sauce.
Yep.
And then we have Bar Moonshine, which is just a bar. And this features the Floor 75, a cocktail of gin, elderflower liqueur, lemon juice, simple syrup, and sparkling wine. I assume they have more cocktails there as well, but this is the only one that the press release featured.
Mhm.
That sounds good. I like elderflower in drinks as well. This drink doesn't sound very sweet.
it
Sounds more
doesn't,
like a
does it?
gimlet of sorts.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
it might be nice to have some real cocktails, not ones that are just sugary fruit juices.
Yeah.
Yes.
At some of the bars here.
And I think with it being elderflower as well, that's a gin cocktail I could drink because it's already floral. Because I don't like gin because of the floral afternotes. But I love elderflower, weirdly. So I may try that one.
Yeah.
I hope the dirigible plum, just because it's like Luna inspired, that it's like it's cool looking. Either
Yeah, I
maybe
hope
it comes
it's
in
pretty.
a quirky
Yeah.
cup, or it has something
Yeah.
pretty and quirky about it. That
Yeah.
because I feel like people would just order it. Like especially if it looks quirky, I would definitely order it just to do it, just to take the picture with my Luna glasses and drinking my mocktail.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Xandra, did you eat anything else from here?
Nope, they just had the butterbeer crepe for us, and I'm glad out of all the items they let us sample, that was the one.
That's all you need. Butterbeer.
That
crepe.
makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. So then moving over to Mario, and I have been to Mario in Hollywood and have eaten at the Toadstool Cafe, so I can speak to some of this. From what we're seeing, it's the same. So the Mario burger, which has the little hats on it, that has a little Mario hat, and the Luigi burger, which is actually a grilled chicken. So it's more of like a chicken sandwich, not a burger, with pesto sauce. And I was with friends and we got a bunch of stuff, and we were all looking forward to the Mario burger and actually liked the Luigi chicken sandwich better. So that was surprising. And then the Bowser's Fireball Challenge, which is apparently really spicy, or not really spicy, but I've heard it is spicy. A 1 pound meatball topped with mozzarella cheese and mushroom marinara sauce, served with a Bowser-inspired puff pastry and hot sauce.
Yeah. This is a place that I am really looking forward to going to because I didn't get to go in Japan.
Yeah.
So this is high on my list. But I wish they would keep the original name, which is Canopio's Cafe, which sounds so much better.
Yeah.
But I'm excited.
And I, at the time, so I don't know if I've ever shared this, but I have gluten ease that does help if I've ever have gluten, and I've never used it. I've used it twice and I will never really use it again to, like, I've purposefully ate gluten and used it. I don't like doing that. I don't advise anyone to do that, but I'm not going to lie. And I want to be honest here that I did eat. So I ate all the gluten, like normal burgers. And I had a bite of the peach cupcake, which is really sweet. It has a lot of the whipped, whatever the topping, the whatever that's
Ganache
called.
or whatever. it is.
Yeah. Now it had a strawberry filling. I'm not a big sweet fan. However, like I do love frosting, and it's like one of the sweetest things ever. So it's really weird quirk of me. A lot of people I've heard say that it's too sweet and there's too much frosting. And maybe it is because I don't get to get a lot of cake and a lot of cupcake, but like I actually really enjoyed it. And it was really special that I got to eat this really sweet cupcake, because again, I don't get to get cupcakes at theme parks usually. So maybe that's like part of it, but it is really sweet. You do get a lot of frosting.
Yeah. That seems to be par for the course.
Yeah. My friends got the tiramisu thing and they really loved it. I didn't try it. And then they're also going to have a Yoshi Snack Island, which is not in Hollywood. I don't know if it's in Japan. Tracy, do you remember seeing it? And it's like a smoothie.
I don't remember seeing anything like this. So I think this may be new.
Yeah. So it looks like it's just smoothies. And the one that we saw was the Yoshi smoothie, a blend of tart Granny Smith apple. I do not like Granny Smith apples. And sweet honeydew melon syrup, frozen with milk, topped with whipped cream, and green apple bursting boba. No. Too sour.
I could have that. That sounds good.
Too sour for me. Instead, I'm going to the Bubbly Barrel, a DK crushed float with a tropical banana flavored float. That's
yes, you would like that. Banana. Yeah, I'll take the Granny Smith one.
Xandra, did they have anything for Mario?
Yeah, we tried the Mario burger and it was delicious. I'm not a huge burger person, but I did enjoy this one. Everybody spoke about how it was a huge portion. It just didn't taste like traditional theme park food. It was really good and very flavorful, very thick and juicy. And the little hat on top with the printed mustache was a very nice touch. So we all took home our little hats as a souvenir.
I have my little hats. I showed my mom my little hats today. Oh. I was like, yeah, we got these on our burgers, and I washed them and kept mine.
I think that'll be a popular little freebie that everybody takes home from their burger. Yeah. I think it's cute.
They don't have as many stuff like that. So it's nice, and you get the little memories of your trip.
Yep, all about those little details.
We won't talk about the fact that in Japan I brought home everything from my Jaws meal, and it made it home as well, intact.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow. That's impressive.
I was impressed with myself. Sorry.
ToU. All right, well, let's move on to Burke. We'll start off with Mead Hall, which is a dining hall featuring hearty Viking-inspired meals. The first main item we got was the Thawfest platter, a hearty platter featuring Viking-inspired dishes, and Gobbler's Mead, a honey-based alcoholic beverage. Moving over to Spitfire Grill, which serves grilled specialties, and each bowl is crafted to reflect the character's unique tastes and the Viking culinary tradition. This kind of reminds me a little bit of, oh goodness.
Thunder Falls?
No, in Animal Kingdom. I love this place. Why can't I recall the name?
Yeah.
In Pandora.
I know what you're talking about, but I cannot think of the name either.
It's one of my favorite quick service restaurants in the world, and I think it's just to show the state of my brain currently. But the ability to kind of like craft different bowls, things like that. So we've got Stoic Steak Bowl, which is grilled steak with roasted vegetables and hearty grains. Hiccup Salmon Bowl, fresh salmon over a bed of mixed greens and ancient greens. Meat Lugs Chicken Bowl, tender chicken pieces with assorted vegetables and rice. Astrid's Shrimp Bowl, succulent shrimp paired with quinoa and seasonal veggies, and Valka's Vegan Bowl, a plant-based option featuring a medley of roasted vegetables, and legumes. And I would eat all 5 of those.
Same.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited for the vegan bowl. Also, are you talking about the ToU Canteen, Kelly?
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. I was kicking myself that I could not pull that name out of
I
my
don't even
pocket,
go to Disney. Why do I
but-
know?
I know, but it's
I don't go there.
fantastic. Like a good bowl is like such a good theme park food because you've got all the different elements. It's a little bit fresher. It's not
Mhm.
super fat heavy. I will probably be eating here all of the time. It also sounds fresh enough that it would be very easy to make most of this dairy free if it's not already. So
Yep.
very excited about that. And then for quick service or fast service, you've got Hooligans Grog and Brew, which features Viking inspired beverages and light fare. Xandra, did you try any of the Isle of Burke?
Of course, I tried the Hiccups grilled salmon. I believe this is from Mead Hall.
Mead Hall. Yeah, that's at Mead.
Mm-hmm. And this was really good. It was seasoned salmon with roasted carrots, herb garlic potatoes, onions, and dill fennel sauce.
Yum.
Everybody agreed that this was one of the best dishes we tried. The salmon wasn't too fishy or like seafoody tasting that some people were
Mhm.
worried about. Not everyone likes salmon, but everyone really liked this salmon. The seasoning was just so tasty. And what I really liked about this dish is that the Viking theming was very obvious. It looked really cool, like very rugged, kind of rustic, and all the vegetables were very tender and like well cooked, well seasoned. The mashed potatoes or the garlic potatoes rather, were delicious. So this one was cool, and I look forward to seeing more like themed food from this restaurant in particular. Also really excited about trying the mead, since you don't see mead very often in general. It's kind of
Exactly.
one of those rarer drinks. And I'm always excited when I get to see one, or when I get to try some.
Same. I'm jazzed for mead. Really going back because the Thaw Fest platter has glazed chicken, drumsticks, grilled salmon, sausage, and Nordic fries. And pickles. I'm looking at a picture that they don't know. I wonder what's the difference between Nordic fries and add it to the fries. Add it to like what's a pub fry? What classifies as whatever poutine fries, and then we have to see if it's where it ranks in the potato ranking of all of Universal.
Yep. So many potatoes. We love a good potato.
Yeah, Xandra, do you like potatoes?
Oh, I love potatoes.
Okay, good. We would have had to kick you out. I'm glad we established that now.
Oh no, I'm like a potato enthusiast.
Okay, great. You're in good company. We would have had to remove you from this and then probably re-record the whole episode if you told us you didn't like potatoes. So,
Wow,
You're
that's
right up there.
harsh.
Weird hard.
We're gonna make that a requirement to be a guest. Like that.
No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, do you like potatoes?
Who doesn't like
I'm just
potatoes? It's gotta be
kidding.
one of the most versatile foods
Yes.
on the face of the earth.
we love you even if you don't like potatoes, and all are welcome here and all have a voice and a seat at the table. So, but all
All
right.
right. Dark Universe.
All right, Dark Universe. At the Burning Blade Tavern, you can find hearty fare, whatever that may mean by Universal standards. Apparently, there will be burgers, pretzels, wings, and bratwurst, and a variety of classic tavern foods.
Mm.
Which I didn't know burgers and pretzels were tavern food, but okay, I guess you learn something every day, right?
Yeah.
I don't
Hopefully
think that's tavern food.
I don't either.
Oh, I do.
Oh, I mean, I'm thinking like ancient tavern, I guess, not
Oh.
like modern tavern. I'm picturing like turkey wings. I don't know,
Gotcha.
like things,
now I get
things
it.
in
Like
that realm.
medieval
Like,
type of food.
yeah, more medieval. I don't know. And hopefully they're only placing the Bavarian pretzels that they serve at Universal now and not those awful original super pretzels because no one wants to eat that.
I know somebody who tried one of the garlic pretzels from Burning Blade, and they said it was quite good.
Okay.
That is good to hear.
Yeah.
Okay. Das Steakhouse. This upscale quick service restaurant serves a variety of dishes, including steaks, kebabs, burgers, sandwiches, and ribs. See, that's kind of like what I was picturing for the tavern.
Okay.
I don't know. Themed around a gothic setting, diners may sense the eerie presence of vampires as they enjoy their meals. Oh, I can eat here. A couple of the menu items are strip steak, a perfectly grilled strip steak, lobo toccata. Am I saying that any kind of correctly, Tracy?
I have no idea. I'm assuming it's to do with
Well,
lobotomies.
We'll just go with it. A unique dessert offering, a Greek yogurt-based vanilla panna cotta that's shaped like a brain and served with raspberry sauce and popping candies. That sounds
It
cool.
looks like
Wow.
a brain if you guys didn't see the pictures.
I feel like I saw it at some point. I don't know.
Sounds cool.
They also have a blood orange chicken sandwich, a crispy chicken sandwich drenched in tangy blood orange sauce on a black bun. We all know what that black bun does to you later.
True.
This looks really yummy.
And then they also have a Dark Universe exclusive beer, the Reaper's Reserve, a caramel spiced brown ale made in collaboration with Orlando's Crooked Can Brewing Company.
Nice.
Which I think they're
I
actually
like that.
Winter Garden, but either way, it's Orlando.
Yeah.
And then DeLacy's Cottage food stand is going to be serving cinnamon donut holes that come with cream cheese frosting. And they will also have ice cream, cinnamon bread, and twisted taters and other various treats and snacks. Interesting that twisted taters are there.
Yeah. This the Das Steakhouse, the pictures, it definitely looks bloody, and I feel like I'm pretty good at like I could be like, oh, it's just like for theming, or whatever. But this, I think it's like, I'm curious to try and see if it affects like the taste or my enjoyment of it, of like thinking of eating a brain, or like it being just this very blood red. I heard the Universal family talking, and the kids were like, I don't want to eat here. This looks really gross. And I'm like, yeah, I get that. Xandra, did you get to try any of this?
I did. I got to try 2 items from Dark Universe, which I was really excited about because that's the land I'm looking forward to the most. And both items I tried are not on the press release, although there is a photo of one of them. And so I'll start with that one. One of the things I tried was the char siu pork, which is roasted pork belly with bloody roast pork sauce, green onion mashed potatoes, roasted carrots, acorn squash, and mushrooms.
Nice.
This was so freaky. And it was good. But kind of like what you were just saying, the food there is so scary looking. Intentionally, of course, but it is kind of gross looking and meant to freak you out a bit. And this one was a great example of that. The bloody roast pork sauce just looked like blood drizzled on top. It was altogether just very spooky looking, and it tasted amazing though. I'm not a huge pork girly, but I did like how tender the meat was and very flavorful. My favorite part of the dish was the green onion mashed potatoes. They were just so good. And it comes with a pretty good variety of vegetables. So that was an unexpected dish to be found in a theme park. And then my favorite thing that I tried from there, which was one of my favorite items from the entire media event, was the monocane mocktail. This is a Sprite-based non-alcoholic beverage, or lemon lime soda. Not sure if it's Sprite brand, but I'm sure it is. It has tropical fruit flavors and gold, like iridescent edible glitter inside of it. This drink is just beautiful. It's mesmerizing to look at. The iridescence kind of swirls around within it. It has this glowing turquoise color that I have to compare to a Baja Blast from Taco Bell, if you know what that is. So think about like an elevated Baja Blast. That's kind of what it looked
There you
like. There is a picture of the Meteor Strike drink from Celestial Park, and it looks very similar to that, just without the burning sugar cube. But this is cool because it's going to be served in an Erlenmeyer flask, which is one of those.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's kind of like for those who don't know what that is, because I didn't know, I had to look it up. But it's like this triangular flask that they use in like science laboratories.
Ah, yeah.
And it has
Cool.
a cork on top with a straw that goes through it. And so it's going to look very like mad scientist. The drink is the elixir that the Invisible Man uses to turn invisible. So I love that there's like a story behind it. There's a really cool designed glass that it comes in, and the drink itself is beautiful and tastes really nice. It has like a great effervescence to it. It's really light and refreshing. So I'm just excited to see this again. And I'm excited to see it in the Erlenmeyer flask, since they just served it to us in plastic cups, but they described the container to us. So overall, I just love the Dark Universe food theming. My friend who ate at Doss Steakhouse said that they have like actors walking around and talking about like some of the lore that's going on and explaining to you that they're monster hunters and like what they're doing. So just very cool. Oh, I'm sorry. Actually, that might have been at Burning Blade, but regardless, there's a lot of characters walking around both restaurants, as far as I understand.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Nice.
It sounds amazing. Is the drink sweet? Not too sweet?
I would say it's a little on the sweeter side, kind of. Well, yeah, definitely sweet if you think about like a Sprite or something like that. It actually, dare I say, it was kind of similar in flavor to a Baja Blast.
Okay.
But it was really good. I'm not like a huge fan of really sweet sodas or drinks, but this again didn't just taste like a random combination of juices and syrup. Like it tasted like a well-crafted non-alcoholic cocktail.
Okay. I think that's why I asked. I knew you had said about not liking super sweet drinks. Okay, cool. Thank you.
Of course.
I want to.
Kayla, that picture you just posted in here, that's not even the brain dessert.
No, I know.
Mhm.
I wanted to call out. I specifically wanted to call out because I remembered there's a vegan dish. I think we should call that out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Our favorite vegan familiar, stuffed cabbage.
Yeah, this is not something I would want to try.
Shall
we?
Try it. I'm so excited.
Impossible meat wrapped in tender cabbage leaves nestled in a rich bell pepper tomato sauce and accompanied by a vibrant beet bucatini. Yeah, no. But
Really?
I'm glad Shelby wants to try it.
No, it sounds amazing. No, I'm with you, Shelby. We'll go and have that. That
sounds so good. We'll share
amazing.
it.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about the beets, but I
love beets.
Stuffed cabbage just makes me think of my grandma and like her stuffed cabbage, and I love that. And so I would very much be willing to try this. I don't know, like that might be a, hey, Shelby, let's go here. And if you order this, I want a bite of it before I commit to ordering a whole portion to myself. But that is like stuffed cabbage is a very, like, I think about like home when I think about stuffed cabbage. So would love to try that.
I'm just laughing at Kayla with the notes.
It looks like brains. I posted the photo of the brains.
Oh, yeah.
There
now I see it.
Brain, right? We see the brain. Yucky.
Yes. I'd eat that if they made it vegan. Come on.
Yeah.
Just want one thing. I mean, the cabbage, I guess, looks kind of bloody, but not like that. I want drizzled blood.
Yeah.
Shelby.
That tracks.
It does, doesn't it?
Do we want to go around and say the number one thing we discussed today?
Yeah.
I'll jump in because I kind of just said it, but like, I don't know how much this is tainted. Spoiler alert for a future episode, but Burke is my number one most anticipated land, which surprised me. But also, everything at Spitfire Grill looks fantastic. I cannot wait to dig into all of those different bowls. So, very excited about that.
It's really tough for me because we don't have allergen information at all. And almost everything here, I am pretty certain, is not gluten-free. Obviously, there is hope that they can make things gluten-free and that there's more on the menus that will be So with that, mine is now I'm going to forget again, the oak, whatever one you just said, Kelly.
Oakstone.
Oak and Star Tavern.
Oak and Star Tavern. The barbecue just looks amazing, and that is like a typically really safe option. So as far as what I know right now, that is what I'm most excited about. And some of the drinks look really cool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And again, it seems like there's more thought, and it's not just these super sweet pre-mixed sitting in a jug that they pour from. There's like actual stuff added, and so I'm excited to get some drinks.
I found this really difficult because it's just like, yes, I just want it all. I think it's still good for me. It's going to be the Burke stuff though, because it just really speaks to me. And I love Vikings and all of that stuff. And the fact that it's supposed to be like a big hall that you eat together in. I'm just really excited about that, and just it just sounds like really hearty fare. The whole list of stuff that we've heard just sounds amazing. So I just can't wait to get in there and scoff. It all looks good. It all looks good. All of it. That's my choice.
All right, Xandra. What do you?
This is hard for me to decide, but surprisingly, I think I'm going to have to go with Blue Dragon. That is a restaurant that I am most excited for. I just really love Asian food, and I really love the variety that they have there. Everything from like the Korean wings to the passion fruit mooncake, like everything on the menu just looks so appealing to me. And judging by the concept art, it looks gorgeous, and they're really well themed. And I like that it's non-IP. I think it's rare these days that you see original concepts come to the theme parks now. So that gets me really excited. And I just can't wait to get in there.
I want to eat at all of those places too. Sorry,
I know, right? No, it's okay. I was just gonna say I'm gonna tag onto that because I'm most excited for Celestial Park, and I know like everybody's like, oh, Burke, Monsters. I'm like, no, I just want to go to Celestial Park. I think it's gonna be like Port of Entry vibes, but like even better.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, Port of Entry, to say that, but different. It's gonna be different.
Yes.
And I'm just excited to like look at all the things in there, and it just looks beautiful in the concept art.
Yeah.
And
when's the last time we got an original theme park land? That
exactly.
wasn't.
Yes.
Exactly.
I'm so happy they went with that.
Me too. Like for Horror Nights, my favorites are always the originals. Like I'd rather see what Universal Creative can do out of their brain rather than having like some source material out there. I think whatever they do is just brilliant. So I'm excited to see it.
They do such a great job with original concepts. And I think it's just great. Like we have Stardust Racers being a non-IP e-ticket attraction.
Yes.
Who knows when we'll see something like that come around again. So kudos to them for taking the plunge and kind of going off the beaten path with a non-IP property.
I'm excited about it.
Shelby, I'm shocked. I am very shocked considering you just said like, let me eat all the blood.
I mean, as long as it's vegan.
The blood of a vegan. It's okay.
Shelby's loves her blood, her monsters, but she really loves her stars. And
I do. I love space.
Same.
Or same.
The final frontier. Well, anyway, that concludes episode 15 of The Taste of Universal. As always, we want to end with an opportunity for you to connect with us. Xandra, thanks so much for guest hosting the show this month. Where can people find your content?
People can find me on Instagram. I am at Xandra.ventures. That's Xandra.ventures. I post all about the theme parks. And like I said, I just got back from Colorado. I've now moved back to Florida. So I'm going to be in the parks so much more often, covering everything new happening this year from Epic Universe to HHN. I will be expanding to other platforms soon, but for now, I'm just on Instagram.
Thanks for coming on. You were amazing at talking about food. I get really excited and just word vomit. And you used really beautiful language and explain things really well.
Thank you
I
so
was
much.
like-
That's so funny you say that because here I am feeling like I'm tripping all over my words and I like have so
No.
much to share, but I just can't get it out fast enough. So that's very encouraging. Thank you.
No, you
I had
fit
like
in
star
beautifully.
eyes. I was like had a little mini crush on you during this episode.
That
Aw.
makes me feel amazing. And thank you so much for having me on. I've been listening to the UUOP network since 2019, back when I worked at Universal. I used to put
Wow.
on UUOP
Yeah.
to listen to on my drive
Nice.
to and from work at Lombard's. And so I've been a listener to all of your podcasts ever since then. And it's so exciting to finally like be part of the show and be on an episode in the network. So this is great. And I hope we get to do it again sometime.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Whoa, that was
That was weird, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah. But Xandra, you have already collaborated in the past with us on UUOP, so I knew that you were going to be amazing.
Thank you.
You know.
Thanks so much.
And we'd love to have you back.
Absolutely. Anytime.
Thank you
Right.
so much.
Yeah,
So
hopefully
cool.
you're invited to more. Well, hopefully you get to go to the team member previews
Yes.
and you'll be invited to more things. And like maybe you'll get to go to like the Vegas horror. Maybe they'll do like a
Horror
preview of what they're doing, Horrors
that would
Unleashed, and then
be-
you could taste that.
That would
I'm
be
just-
a dream. I really
I'm putting
hope
it
so.
out in the universe for you.
Thank you for that. Let's manifest it. Either way, I'm going to be at Horrors Unleashed in Vegas opening weekend. Absolutely. I have to be there.
Wow.
Amazing. All right. So you could find our podcast on all the usual podcast platforms, and please subscribe, rate, and review wherever you can. Find us on Facebook at Taste of Universal, on Instagram at Taste of Universal Podcast, and follow Shelby on Instagram at Universal Orlando Vegans.
You can email all of your questions and comments to tasteofuniversal@gmail.com. For all your other Universal news and content, go and listen to our network hosts, the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast.
As well as the other podcasts on the network, Rush of Fear for your year-round Halloween Horror Nights news, reviews and chat, Theme Park Duo for coverage of everything West Coast, and Portkey Passport, a Disney-centric podcast for adults. Please like, subscribe and rate them all.
We hope you enjoyed the 15th episode of The Taste of Universal. Our next episode will be out on April 8th, but until then, thanks for tuning in and don't forget to tip your server.